I gotta redo this because my girlfriend called me and interrupted the video recording process, so I gotta redo it all over again. But yeah, okay, so yeah, this I don't recognize. I'll give a shout out to Travel Crazy People for making this video. I'm just simply just putting my voiceover into the video. So WAPL was here right there. See that fence? That was a radio station. I think 106.7 WAPL. It was a rock station. Now they're driving westbound on College Avenue. And we used to live in a house on South Walter Avenue, further down the street here. I mean, if you would go to the right, you would find Foxside Thrift Shop to your left, and the house was on the same side between Foxside Thrift Shop and the park, with a steam train behind a fence as on display, and walking trails back there. I believe my stepsisters and my brother would go play in the park sometimes, I believe. Looking at the Appleton Oink Oink, they pulled somebody over. Oink Oink Oink. Yeah, they were pretty notorious for pulling us over just because we had no bike light. A lot of BS, you know. Alright, so the roundabout is coming up here. So they must have got off at 441 or something. Yeah, and this roundabout was not there when I was living there in 2011. So, yeah. Well, it could have been. I don't know. No, I don't think so. But yeah, if you go to the right and you go down Walter Avenue, you'll hit another street and it'll take you all the way into Kimberly. I forgot the name of the street. So here's your College Avenue Bridge. They rebuilt it, I believe, or they redid it. They widened it up. Because back in the day, that wall was not there. When you ride your bike, you know. So that wall's new. But you can still ride your bike on the bridge. It's just not recommended. It goes over the Fox River, I believe, or some other river. I see it's been so long since I've been out there. And then we lived closer to here on I believe it was West Franklin Street or something like that. Like 729 Franklin Street, I think. Lawrence University's coming up here in the video. So they can try to increase the 720 or something. Okay, so yeah, that church is still there. Okay, cool. I believe the Houdini Museum. Oh, there's the dorms right there for the Lawrence campus. That's crazy that the dorms are still there. They're so old, you know. I believe that's the Lawrence Library right there. Yeah, the Lawrence campus library. They were open 24 hours too, I think, for a while back in the day. Yeah, students would jaywalk all the time, through there. There's the Lawrence Chapel to your right. Another church right there. I forgot the name of the church though. It's always been. I used to ride my bike up and down the sidewalks here and all that. Alright, there's the Houdini Museum right there, I believe. If it's still the Houdini Museum. I don't know for sure. I think I was there back in the late 90s. Coming to the stoplight here to your immediate left, see the building kitty corner? Right there, it used to be called Harmony Cafe. I really wish that they would have kept it around. That's part of goodwill. What the? Wait. Let me see. Tenny's Jewelry. Oh wow, they're still there. Okay. I remember that used to be a Yonkers or something like that. That used to be the City Center Mall. It was a pretty big mall back in the day. I remember that tall building is called the Zulke Building. I already gave me Pro Defenders there. Where that building right there to your left was Starbucks. Apparently they left. I remember being Starbucks. Yep, the tall building right there is City Hall. And then the Children's Museum is on the first floor. You got Houdini Plaza to your left right there. This building right here, this is Chase. It used to be called Bank One back in the day. Called Bank One. That was back in the 90s. The building right there is called Copper Rock Coffee. Then you have the AAA building or whatever you call it. The 8 is still seen. Copperleaf, that was built around 2002, 2003. Paper Valley Hotel right here, or known as the Radisson now. Evans Title Company. Wow. That building that was to the right was called Park Central. It was like several bars in one building. Apparently it's gone. The Performing Arts Center, that's been there since the early 2000s. That place called The Bar has been there since the early 2000s. That building right there in front of you to your right was called Beaner's Coffee Shop. There was like a... Alright, to your left right there, there's a really cool diner back there. You had a place called Costume Shop. Oh my god, it's still there. Wow. That's crazy. The railroad tracks. So we have Richmond Street, or known as 47. The Walgreens has been there since God knows when. Spats, a tab on the Ave. That building right there to your left, that taller one with 3 stories. I knew someone that actually lived in there. That pizza shop right there. Oh wow. That used to be the I think the East Fields building. JJ Laundry to your left. Salvation Army Project Home, I think is what it was called right there, that old fire station. Let's see if Family Video is still there or not. It's still in business then? Holy cow. That's crazy. I wonder if the Aldi's is still on the right side here, coming up, and then there's like a Rite Aid or a CVS right before the bridge that goes by the St. Vincent de Paul store and the warming shelter. See, everybody, I can remember this stuff as I'm watching it. I can remember it, like pretty damn good, you know. And stuff like this that brings up a lot of awesome memories, like whether they were good or bad, it doesn't matter. They bring up really good memories and bad memories, but those are memories that I love to have, that I love to keep thinking about, and I'll keep doing this every year if I have to, because I want those memories there to. Alright, so that should be the Aldi right there. That gas station been there since I was a kid. Yep, the Aldi there. Oh yeah, okay, so they actually did close it down. It was a Rite Aid. That building right there to your right had some kind of game store in it. See that open field? That was Kmart. That was the Kmart. And I remember going there with my mom and my sister all the time. We would take the old Valley Transit buses, the ones that were built from the 60s, because they were running them back in the 90s, you know, in like the late 80s, like early 90s, and we would go there all the time. And right there's Van Reedy's. My mom got a camcorder there one time, because she thought people were trying to get to the window and she wanted to record it while we were sleeping. That shopping center to your right, it used to be a store in there called Priney Way, if anybody remembers that, Priney Way, or it was Prange Way or whatever, however you said it. That Taco Bell been there since. That Taco Bell has been remodeled, but if you know of the old style Taco Bells, that Perkins been there since I was a kid. That Ford That Ford dealership is, I think my mom test drove a car from there. Wow. There's a hotel coming up to the, okay, yeah, that McDonald's right there, that street, I used to live down that street. Though back in 2011 for like about 2 months. I was with a girl named Melissa, like right after I got out of jail. That would be College and Blue Mound, I believe, right here. Blue Mound, yep, Blue Mound. I remembered it. Wow. It's because that shopping center there is all brand new. That was there when I got out of jail. That was just getting done. That store right there, that jewelry store, used to be a Rocky Rococo's Pizza. That gas station right there used to be like an Express. Now it's a BP apparently, but it used to be called Express. It was like a chain of them all around the Fox Valley. There should be a Quick Trip coming up to the left right there, and then a bike and a Wheel and Sprocket, I believe it is. That Applebee's been there since I was a kid, like straight up. And that La Quinta, the building behind it, it was called the Budgetel. It's called the Budgetel Motel, and my mom worked housekeeping there for a very brief period of time. Now we're coming up to Interstate 41. It used to be called Highway 41, but now it's called Interstate 41. They even put down gates right there? What in the world? Shaking my damn head. Now they're getting into the southbound turn lane of 41. Obviously it's a south, but I could tell just from looking at it. That building with the weird glass was one of the WLUK satellite offices in there. That hotel right there I stayed at, the Holiday Inn or whatever it's called. So yeah, a lot of good memories.